All right, today I'm going to be recapping how I was able to make $500 in about an hour and 20 minutes. My trading strategy is based off of a higher time frame, support and resistance. If I go over here to my trading stats, you see that there's a very high win rate here, about 80% win rate, 120, lost 5 trades, profit $2,800. And if I scroll down here, you can see the actual results. First week, 2,300. Second week, we're at 442. We're only about $200 short of getting to the 300 or the $3,000 goal to pass this particular challenge. And we should be able to get that. I don't know if we're going to get it set up today. If not, early next week. So make sure you're locking in and following the journey to see how we do there. So let me get back over to the charts and show you exactly how I was able to get into this trade. So if we go over to the 4-hour time frame, we can see here that we are in a downtrend. We have the 50 EMA here. We're trading below that. So as long as we're below that and we're making lower lows on the 4-hour, I'm going to be always looking for sales to continue the trend until it shows me otherwise. Once it starts to break up above this structure, then I'll look for buys. So this particular trade setup that you see here, this was yesterday's trade where if you look down here, that was a win for $1,100 going in the same downtrend. I do have a video recapping that, so make sure you check my video, check my page for that. You can see the breakdown on that one. So this is the $500 trade here, just basically using the same exact structure. We had a pullback up into this area here where we had an engulfing candle on the 4-hour. Once we see that engulfing, we know that we're looking to get down into the next area of support. So that was the trade from yesterday. We had another engulfing here yesterday and another one here. So once we see those engulfings and you have a pullback, we'll break down into the 30-minute time frame, which is here. Like I said, we're currently in a new day. It's about 1 a.m. This trade was taken yesterday at 8:27 a.m. So if you check the time here, this is on the 30-minute time chart. We had that engulfing on the 4-hour, which led us to drill down into the smaller time frame. You can drill down into the 30, you can drill down into the 1 hour, you can drill down into the 15, whichever one gives you the cleanest look. So if you look here, this 30-minute candle gave another engulfing and broke all of this structure here, all of this resistance, and closed below. So once I see that, and I see a clean area here. All of this is clean. I don't have any type of support that should slow me down until we get maybe in this area where you see this stack, but definitely down to this area where we see the sell followed by the engulfing buying candle. So we know that the price wants to buy at this area. Everything else is a clean area down. So what happened was I saw the 30-minute about to close down here. It closed at 8:30, and you can see that I jumped in at 8:27. Now, for the optimal entry, you will want that to close and then wait for the pullback on the next candle to get a better entry, higher risk to reward. But I went ahead and jumped in, being that I was confident in us getting down into this area here, along with continuing with that 4-hour trend that's been holding strong over the last few days, going down. So I just need to get a small piece of that trend to get my trade and take it down to this area of support down here. I went ahead and went with this area as my target, as you see here in the green, instead of waiting for it to get down to here. Um, but as you see, the candle did actually close down below this support before retracing back up. So that entry, like I said, only took about an hour and 20 minutes and was in and out. And like I said, you can see that actually played out again off of another engulfing candle on the 30, and it continued down with the trend. So when I look at the 4 hour, currently as we speak, it's still on its way down. With this breaking and closing here, this candle here that closed, let's see, it just closed actually. I would expect price to try to still run down to this area of support here. So I wouldn't be surprised to wake up in the morning and see that we had ran down, maybe wick through, and then start to reverse back up. It could break through this bottom. I know that there's a lot of negative sentiment on the Aussie dollar right now with the interest rates about to go down. So this could be a lot of the reason why we're getting these sell-offs. So it could run down, break through it. It's not our job to, guess that it's gonna continue to run, but we really want to look at these areas where it's likely to go to, and it's gonna likely trade from zone to zone, going from breaking out of an area of the resistance or support and go down to the next area of resistance or support. So we just going into smaller time frames and kind of breaking off pieces of that to get our high win rate. And like I say, I'm gonna have plenty of videos breaking down the details of how you can implement this yourself. Like I say, once again, if I show my stats, 80% win rate, only one negative day in the last 2 weeks here, and looking to close this out within the next day or two for the $3,000 target. All right, so make sure you guys are following the channel, follow along with me on the journey, learn the strategy, see how you can implement it into yours. I'm a big proponent of using the higher time frame to trade, even up into a strategy where you can literally trade off of just the 4 hour or even the daily. If you're, working full time and don't have time to watch the charts, it is possible to do that. And I have strategies that can show that. So if you're interested in that type of thing, let me know. I'll make sure that I get a video up showing the details on it. Make sure you subscribe, hit that bell so you see my updates. If we get into another trade tomorrow, I will put that recap there, and I'll see you then.